Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we're just starting off with this soft ochre paint pot by MAC, chucking that all over the eyeball lid as per usual, and then we're just going in with the Morphe 35O palette, and we are taking the lightest colour, and we're just going to set the eyelids because it makes it a lot easier to blend everything out. Then we're just taking some sticky tape. I know a lot of you guys cringe when I use tape, but I just love it. It's just makes things so much easier for like cleanup. And I was having like a really hard time sticking down that tape if you didn't notice. Then we're just taking this light orangey shade from the Morphe Food Herb palette, and we're just buffing this into the crease as the warm transition shade. Then just taking the mahogany orangey warm type of brown that is in this palette, and we're just going to start creating a line on the eyelid. So this is like how we're going to start doing like the cut crease, and I do go in with like a thinner angled liner brush later on. This is just the brush I started out with. I do recommend using like the thinnest brush you possibly can because it'll make it like so much easier. But yeah, just doing that, putting the line down there, down, I don't know what I'm saying, and then just going in with a pencil brush and just buffing that out as best as you possibly can. And you basically want to blend for like 1,000 years until your arms drop off and you lose like all feeling, you know what I'm saying? Then just going in with the darkest warm brown shade from that same palette. I'm just going in with a thinner angled liner brush. This is a Zoeva one. I leave all my brushes listed down below, don't worry, I got you guys. And I'm basically just doing the exact same thing. So just placing down that line and then going in with like a thin pencil type brush and blending it out. I don't recommend using this brush because it didn't do shit all. And I ended up going back in with that Zoeva brush that I was using earlier, the other pencil one. I'll leave them all listed in order, you guys all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, the pencil brush just makes it like 1,000 times easier. Then going in with this Morphe concealer. I can't remember what the shade, oh, it's Bare Skin, that's what the shade is. It doesn't really matter what concealer you use, but this just helps to like clean up the lid and just like make the cut crease look a little bit sharper. And yeah, I just pretty much packed that onto my eyelid with like a flat type of brush. Then I didn't set the concealer with anything because I wanted to go in with this Makeup Addiction Cosmetics pigment in the shade French Manicure. Manicure? What? Manicure. What was wrong with me? And I want it to like stick to the lid as best as it possibly could. So like I did go in with like that flat shader brush that I was using just a second ago, but it wasn't packing it on like precisely enough. So then I just took like this little flat concealer brush and I just started packing it on there. You guys see what's happening. We're just packing. And I did use some Fix Plus to like help make it like more vibrant and just like really intensify it. And then I went in with that brush again and added like a little bit more of a harsher line, which I kind of wish I didn't do because I feel like it looks a bit shit. Then just taking this Lime Crime liquid eyeliner in the shade Quill, so just a black eyeliner, and we're just doing a wing. So just starting off with like a thin line across my top lash line and then just like winging it out. And then I'm just being like completely obnoxious as usual with these Huda Beauty lashes. I don't know why I always feel the need to hold them up to my face like a dickhead, but I do. And they in the style Farrah, and I just applied them to my eyeballs. Then we are just going to like conceal and highlight and all that good stuff. And this is the Oats Concealer by Morphe. I actually wanted to try using this with this flat brush today, and I actually really like how this blended it out. So I was trying out some new brushes. A lot of these brushes are the Morphe Badger brushes, I think. I'll leave them all below for you guys, but I was testing these out to see how I liked them. And yeah, so far so good. I really like this one for concealer. It doesn't look like it would apply it like really nicely and like buffed out, but it actually really does. And then I went in with a mix of these two darker concealers from Morphe. The lightest one is Frappe, I think, and then the darkest one is Fudge. I'm not too sure, but I will leave them linked down below. And yeah, basically just contoured with those. So I went in with the darker shade and just put that in like the main areas that I wanted to contour and have a little bit darker. And then I went in with the shade Frappe, and I just like used that to help blend out the fudge color. And then I just went in with a duo fiber brush. This is another one of the Morphe Badger brushes. Then I'm just going in with the Morphe 06PC palette, and I'm just taking that same brush that I used to blend out my concealer, and I'm setting my concealer with it. And I took like the middle shade from the palette and yeah, just set my under eyes. And then I took the darkest warm brown from that palette and used that to set the areas that I contoured on my face. Then just going in with the Morphe 9B blush palette. I love this palette so much. And I'm just applying that blush right on the apples of my cheeks and blending it upwards, and I'm just really packing that on because I love intense blush. And then just taking the Sunburst shade from the Anastasia Glow Kit, and I'm just like glowing the shit out of my face. just like I'm going to put it everywhere. You guys know what I'm like with my highlight. And then just moving back on to the eyes, I'm basically just taking the exact same shades that we used on the crease eyelid before. So just taking that warm orange, blending it underneath my eyes pretty roughly, then going back in with that warm mahogany kind of colour and buffing that sort of towards the outer third of the eye, and then going in with that darker shade, and I'm buffing that right on like the lash line and then diffusing it out. Then to finish off the eyes, I'm just going back in with that French manicure pigment, and I'm just packing that onto the inner corner. I freaking love that pigment so much. And then I'm going in with some lipstick. This is one of the L'Oreal lipsticks from like their new collection, I think it is. It's like the models have like all the different shades. I think this one is Naomi's Delicate Rose or something, I can't remember. So yeah, I just put that all over my lips, and then I went in with this Essence lip liner in the shade In the Nude, and I just used that to lightly outline my lips because I didn't feel like I had enough definition. And that is it for this tutorial, you guys. I really hope that you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.